Now, moving on to other stories, not less than 50 people, sanitation offenders, have been arrested in the last 2 inspections under the Clean Ghana campaign, which resumed last month. The arrests were affected by the Accra Metropolitan Assembly Task Force, mainly at the Agbogbloshie Market. Food staff vendors were the most offenders. As part of the arrest, some of their wares were also seized in the process. This morning, what's the status of the persons arrested as well as their wares? How about the status of sanitation in Agbogbloshie as we speak? Has anything changed, and how can this exercise be sustained for a better and clean Ghana? Director of the Metro Public Health Department at the AMA, Madam Florence Kuchi, joins me in studio with some update on that. Good morning to you.
Good morning,
and many thanks for your time here.
Thank you.
Let's confirm the figures for now. How many people were arrested in the last 2 operations?
So let me say we have arrested not less than 45 persons in the last operations. That is about 50 people in the last, the last 2 operations. So out of these 50, some were made to sign an undertaking to go and not to be there again. Some too were taken to court. 11 persons were taken to court last week, Thursday.
Okay, out of the about 50,
yes,
11 were taken to court.
11 were taken to court. They were detained at the police custody on Wednesday. Then Thursday, they were taken to La Court, sanitation court,
So it means about 39 were made to sign an
undertaking.
What informed someone's, the decision to allow someone to sign an undertaking and someone to be taken to court?
Yes, so you could see that the first day we started the Clean Ghana campaign 2023 at Agbogbloshie Market, when you look at the videos, there were some young guys who were selling yam. They were supposed to be arrested. Some yam were seized, and then they used their own capacity to remove the yams from the car, which is an offense in the first place. So we left. Then the second time we went there with the police and we arrested them. So I don't think those persons we can ask them to write undertaking and go and sin no more. So we have to take them to court. Then when we took them to court, court also took charge, fined them, and then asked them to sign bond at the court that they will not go and sell their wares by the roadside again. They will move into the market. And at any point in time that any of those persons that we took to court last week, Thursday, is being sent to court, their case was not going to be sat on. They will just be asked to send to remand.
Oh, okay. So it means that they were fined at the court.
At the court, and they were asked to sign a bond.
Okay, that's fine. How much are we talking about here in terms of fines?
So some were fined about, let me say, 20 and then 40 penalty units. Was just a mere 300 and then 400 cedis each year.
All right. So those who were charged, what were the offenses? I mean, the 11 people.
So the offenses, there were 3 offenses. One was prevention of a public officer from doing their official work. Then the second one was displaying for sale food products by the roadside on the public way. And then that could also lead to contamination of the food items that people were going to buy.
Okay. And that's unlawful?
That is unlawful because in the AMA Sanitation Food Hygiene Bylaw 2017 is against the law. You are not supposed to display for sale food that are meant for consumption on the bare ground. You need to root it at least 3 inches from the ground before you can display for sale, and not even on the drain or by the roadside. It should be inside a designated market.
How do you respond to people who say that, well, for example, yam, when we buy them, we peel them before we cook them and eat. So even if they are on the ground, it doesn't really matter. How would you answer to these people like that who ask those sort of questions?
Okay, talking about microorganisms, each microorganism has a way it penetrates into any environment that it finds itself. Some microorganisms, when they click into an environment, they try to look for a place that is suitable. They can penetrate and maybe go inside. When you even peel, in the mode of peeling the yam, when there are microorganisms there, it can lead to contaminating the peeled yam itself. and then you wash the yam. Somebody will even say, but you wash the yam and you still cook it. We have some microorganisms that can still cling onto the peeled and washed yam. You cook it. It is not every microorganism that die with heat or high temperature. They will hibernate. Then when the food is being eaten and the environment is suitable, they will rejuvenate and then multiplication will take effect. And that is where maybe food poison or foodborne disease can take effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with all that you've done, the aim is to ensure that
the public health is being protected.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And especially sustenance.
Yes, please.
What is happening as we speak? What is being done to ensure that the people who were apprehended last week are not back to do what, because that's what we see normally in this country?
That was why with the let me say, the sense or the knowledge of the magistrates, asked them to sign a bond at the court. Signing a bond at the court is very, very important. When you sign a bond at the court and you go back and do whatever you've done and you are being sent, nobody will sit on your case. You will just be asked to go for remand. And when they even went and came, you know, I told you they were detained on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, they were taken to court. When they came to tell us the story that they themselves will see to it that nobody will sell there again. The day they went to their cells, the food they took there, it was taken from them, and they themselves, they couldn't even sleep. The following morning, they were taken to court, and they have to go and sign the bond. Even the up and down alone is something. And their leaders assured us that they were going to have a meeting. So we told them when they are having that meeting, we want to be part of that meeting, to also tell them what to do and what not to do. And I can tell you, on Saturday, I was at Agboleshi Market. The place was, traffic was flowing, people were not by the roadside. So we hope as we continue, it is going to be, people will adhere to it. When you take somebody on and the person go back and come and tell the story, people will see. But when you take them and you leave them as we used to do, we seize their goods, they come, they pay cost of abatement about maybe 150, 200, we give the goods to them, they go. We were just doing a merry-go-round. This time along, we don't want to continue with the merry-go-round. We want to sustain. You can see how the drains are very dirty, and that is where people are living. Their livelihood depends on the place. They are not even thinking about their health. They are just thinking about the money, forgetting that the money that you get when you fall sick, you end up using all the money to take care of yourself. And if you don't even take care, you could lose your life.
So you're saying that without placing men there to ensure enforcement, other people, not the same people, other people will not come and take advantage and do the same thing?
When you see that your neighbor's beard is burning, it's better for you to fetch water and even put it on the beard, not to put it by your side. Just put it there so that the beard, when the fire gets to your place, your beard will not get burnt. But if you see your neighbor beard getting burned and you think it's not me, I will come, definitely will to come. Now we know that everybody is aware that they are not supposed to sit by the roadside to sell. When you go to Agboleshi Market is very big. The left is very big for any kind of food product you want. The right is also very big for any kind of food product you want. We have the yam market. It's there. Why don't you go in there to go and sell? And you prefer to come and stand by the roadside. So we are cautioning people who are also patronizing these people by the roadside. As time goes on, when we come to enforce our laws and we get you buying by the roadside, we arrest you who is buying and arrest the person who is also selling to ensure that the laws are done. Because if you don't patronize them, they won't be there. But it's because you are patronizing them, that is why they are there.
Okay, interesting. So if I go to Agboleshi now, I'll see that the place is free. But where are the yams?
The yams?
Yeah.
So we were asked to give the yam back to them. So we gave the yam back to them. We were asked by the court to give the yam back to them since they have signed the bond not to sell there again.
But those have been contaminated already.
Yes, but we gave it to them so that they will not go back to sell again.
But they will go and sell the yam at a different place, and I'll go and buy and eat those yams.
But it will take time. Before you get there, it will take time. Maybe every microorganism has the time that it takes to die. So it will take time. So we know that. But
if you gave it to that day and then I went to buy, what you wanted to prevent, from people not going to buy them and to get contaminated, already people are buying them.
It
defeats the purpose.
It is also one of the things, but you know, sometimes you try to put on the social face. Other than that, a lot of people will say you are that, you are this. You even sitting here, I know some people even say, hey, these people, they are wicked now. Economy is very hard, and then you are doing this. That's people's source of livelihood. So I think it was by there that the presiding judge said, we should give it to them for the benefit of the doubt, human face, so that they should not do it again.
Okay, so where's the train going next?
So the train is still within Agboleshi Market.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because we are staying in Agboleshi Market the whole of this February to ensure that before we leave Agboleshi Market, there will be a change. Maybe you'll be seeing a different thing taking place in Agboleshi Market come next when the train stops by.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
But you won't disclose what's going to happen.
No, please.
Grateful.
Thank you
for coming.
Yeah.
All the best to you and your
Thank
team.
you so much, man.
You're still watching the Joy News Desk here.